One size does not fit all. Stars don't fit in boxes. You're going to say capitalism, America works for the generation we now are today? No, it may have worked 150 years ago. It may have worked back when neurotypical people were common, because it was a society that functioned on insecurities, that profited on your insecurities. Beauty industry, even the grocery store, like the prices, the insecurity that you're not going to be fed. I mean, you guys don't see how capitalism is set up? It's bred so they create insecurities to then make you pay to feed the need of the fear, so you don't have insecurities, so that you rely on the government. One size doesn't fit all, because neurodivergents have a sense of autonomy since they're birthed out of the fucking womb. Neurodivergence includes OCD, ADD, ADHD, and autism. Also OCD PD, which is different than OCD. It's a whole fucking umbrella. And we get angry for not being allowed to speak or told to shut up and sit down, because we have a sense of autonomy that neurotypical people do not have. You guys think it's okay to have all your ducks in a row while the roof is on fire and your child's screaming at you because you're neglecting it. Neurodivergence, we are able to adapt, more so 9 times out of 10. Why? Because society asks us to. Society asks us to conform, adapt, when our brains can't. So because our brain malfunctions because of what you're asking, well, then we get diagnosed with schizophrenia, BPD, sociopathic disorder, avoidant personality disorder, narcissism personality disorder, histrionic personality disorder. Because, oh my God, you guys must want to be the center of attention. No, we want people to listen to us. And in this society, apparently it's not okay for anybody to be listened to, because where money and power is concerned, only a man could probably fill that position. And if a woman does, then she somehow must have used her body to get that position. Or there must have been people manipulated, and nothing is instantly assumed that somebody authentically gained that. Somebody always assumes in neurotypical society that there's a catch. There's always a catch. Why is it so hard for you people to just be yourselves, neurotypical people? And for the autistics and neurodivergents who forget that, your autonomy is the most beautiful thing you have, the most authentic part of you, because neurotypical people, brains can't do that. Their brains are built on insecurities. This world is changing because we're moving into a more authentic society. There's more and more autistic and neurodivergent births day by day since probably before 2000. Influx in the 80s, I'm pretty sure. Y'all, it's time we start being authentically ourselves. And not caring what other people say. Neurotypicals, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're wearing makeup or not. It doesn't matter if you're one size or another. If you're thick, you're thick. If you're little, heavier built, that's fine. Some people like that become heavy weightlifters or boxers or bodybuilders. Everybody has a different shape and size. Just because the government's profiting on that does not mean you should fall into that trap. And it certainly doesn't mean that you should gaslight autistics and neurodivergents into saying, well, what is normal? What is normal? We're not normal because society tells us we're not normal. Listen to the words we are saying, not the ones you think we are using. One size does not fit all, because look at the society. Look at the society, you guys. That's your guys' philosophy. One size fit all. Why doesn't this work for you? Autistic, ADHD, and for just the new age anybody, even for people with mental health or mood disorders or certain tendencies or phobias. Why does going outside work for you? Because one size doesn't fit all. Not everyone can work a 9 to 5 or even 40 hours a week. Autistic people can't function on that. And so you tell us to get services, go to EBT Regional Center and everything else, but not even Social Security even covers more than half the fucking rent. And now neurotypicals are joining us in that. And they're whining about it and thinking Trump can fucking save them. No one's gonna save you except yourself. When are you gonna realize you're only gonna have you until the end? It's just you. You trust no one. I wear that shirt. Trust no one, because you can't. You can barely trust your family, for one. I find 9 times out of 10 that I can trust myself more than I can trust other people. Neurotypical people are taught, well, you can't even trust yourself. Actually, I can. I can, because 9 times out of 10, I'm finding a way through therapy and other means of tools to heal my trauma and cope with life. Rather than saying, oh, well, deal with it. No, everybody else has a bad day. Oh, you're not the only one in the world. Neurotypical, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Because autistic people have been told to minimize their needs, such as touching everything. That's a sensory thing. Some people can't articulate things when they get upset or stressed. Not that they won't, they are unable to. All of this is the stuff we're unable to because of how our brains work. I'm sick, pardon me. ADHD people cannot or unable to, more often than not, focus in a one train string of thought. They can probably only focus 3 to 10 seconds, I think. I don't know. I'm not very much ADHD, but when I am, it has to be quick. Some autistic people cannot wait in lines. Most neurodivergents have pathical demand avoidance, meaning if a person of a higher status, and we also don't understand societal hierarchy system because it's illogical. That's fucking dumb. But also pathical demand avoidance. Somebody asked us, said to my parents, hey, do this. Fuck you, I'm not going to do that. It's pathical demand avoidance. Now, I don't know much of the definition, but you can look it up. It could be your sister, your brother, your mother, even your own son, and you wouldn't fucking do it. Because if you're going to challenge our sense of autonomy, fuck you. Go suck something, And it's how our brains are wired. I, more than half the time, am a sensory autistic, so I like touching things. I have a fox I carry with me, and I was told by numerous people, normal adults don't have that. I said, yeah, I'm autistic. I'm not normal. Oh yeah, well, what is normal? I'm sorry, that is a form of gaslighting and autistic. It is. You guys have got to stop doing shit like that. Autistic people know what they need from day one. And then unlearn that because you guys, oh my God, how could anybody know exactly what they want right from birth and have a sense of autonomy and authenticity? Gee, it's almost like we're not neurotypical. I'm so sick and tired of neurotypical people saying, well, sit down and listen because I'm the adult. And when I was 50, I didn't know what you knew at 20. Yeah, maybe because more than half of you are stupid. And the education system's just getting worse. Gen Alpha's fucking dumb. Like, I've been holding this shit in me for years. For years. I'm sick of being silent or silenced in any way, shape, or form. Now, I've been a victim of sexual assault. I've been a victim of ill will, mistreatment. But I don't think you guys realize the level of discrimination that autistic people survive. Because of, oh, you can't be that way. There's no way. Why can't you just believe what we're saying? Well, because guess what? Neurotypical brains don't run on the simple fact of I mean what I say and say what I mean. They run on insecurities and everything has to have a fucking catch. Autistics, autonomy, full authenticity, be able to advocate for their own needs since day one. And it's not normal to neurotypicals, but look at this society. It's bred on neurotypical insecurity. And then you blame us for being different? Y'all's society is going up in flames. Look at all your neurotypical people up in the big games. Look at all your neurotypical pieces of shit. They ain't doing anything. I think if we had neurodivergent people such as Einstein, Mark Twain, fucking Hamilton, fucking Joan of Arc, Picasso. Like, there's a long list I could list of people who could change the government because they're different. Society needs to wake up. One size does not fit all. God damn it.